In this tutorial, we're going to cover mobile media options for listings. There are two components to the mobile media option. First is texting codes, and second is QR codes. Each of these have their place. Texting codes are used so that somebody can view your listing, normally on a yard sign, and text a code to receive information about that listing to their mobile phone. When they do so, you'll also receive an inquiry in the system with that user's mobile phone number associated with the listing they inquired on. QR codes are a little different. Those are used so that somebody can scan an image, a QR code, on their mobile phone and be directed to the listing. QR codes are also useful for yard signs, but are often more useful in other printed media where your listings are present, such as your available listings report or a promotional listing flyer. The mobile media options are viewed from a listings master view. Click RP Listings, then Listings, and select one of your listings. On the left-hand side, under Media, are mobile options. First, let's view or edit the texting shortcut. There's a few things that it helps to understand when dealing with texting shortcuts. First of all, texting shortcuts are very valuable. When you add a texting shortcut to your sign writer, a tenant with a mobile phone can quickly inquire about the property and view the property details on their mobile phone. When doing so, this is tracked so that you know that a tenant has inquired and you have their mobile phone number available so that you can respond to them and query them further about their inquiry or interest in the property. When texting an inquiry, tenants may simply text rental and then the property code, and they'll receive this listing. However, you can also reassign short codes so that you can use a limited number of sign writers and associate them with all of your properties. This helps because you can just pre-print a set number of sign writers, let's say 20 sign writers, and only place them on your active properties. In this case, we've assigned the code HeroXA to this specific property, and we'll hang the sign writer that says text rental HeroXA to 313131 on the writer. When the tenant does this, they'll receive a response that gives them information about the property, along with the link to view the full property details in a mobile view. You'll also see an inquiry in the system that shows that a tenant inquired about that property through the mobile media system. Each text inquiry does incur a small fee. It's an awful lot cheaper, though, than dealing with phone calls or email inquiries. To add more text credits, click Configuration, Orders and Upgrades, and Add Text Credits. If you'd like to see how many text credits you have on your account, click Configuration and System Preferences. This will show you the short ID, the number of text inquiry credits you currently have available, and you can set the text inquiry alert level. When your text inquiry credits fall below a certain level, you can be notified. Here you can also add the text inquiry list preface, the text inquiry about preface, and the text inquiry about URL. In addition to the mobile media options to inquire about a specific listing, you can also have a tenant inquire and receive a list of available rental properties. To do that, they simply text list, then your short ID, and send it to 313131. They'll receive a response that says what you have in the text inquiry list preface, followed by a link to see all of your available listings. To use the about, a tenant would text about, then your short ID to 313131, and they would receive a response that includes the preface and then a link to learn about your company. This would normally be a link on your web page. To use mobile media QR codes, go to the Listing Master view, select Mobile Options, and view QR code. This will show you the QR code that's specific to this listing. You can right-click and copy this, then paste it into any materials where you'd like a user to scan the QR code with their mobile phone and view the full listing in mobile view. You can also add QR codes to reports like your available listings report. Go to RPL, Reports, select your available listings report, and add Display Scannable QR Code. When you view and then print the report, you'll see that each listing has the scannable QR code. An interested tenant can simply go through your list, scan the QR codes on the listings they're interested in, and see the full listing in mobile view on their mobile phone. You can also create custom QR codes that link to individual pages on your website. To do this, click Configuration, RP Preferences, and List QR Codes. This will show you all of the QR codes that you've set up that are already assigned to individual links that you've created. If we want to add another one, let's copy and paste the link to our website that we want that QR code to link to, set the configuration, click that QR code, and then we can copy and paste that into any of our printed materials. Current well-cited statistics indicate that by adding QR codes to your listings, you'll increase viewership by up to 30 to 50% over having a website link alone. And by adding text response codes to your listings, you can increase viewership and response by up to 80% over having a phone number. Using mobile media options is extremely valuable in this age of mobile communications.